The second time I accidentally pasted it with the horrible space at the end. Sometimes it'll paste and it'll put just a space at the end, but then he won't join because it's not streaming space, it's streaming
space. It's our streaming space.
Indeed. Our streaming space where we don't stream, we just record and
not anymore.
Hang out. So this is our private space.
Yeah, but definitely not a safe space for me. Oof. Send help.
No, it's safe. I use protection and lube.
Send help.
You might want to send help. All right.
Yeah, if you keep that up, you may end up with a job at Blizzard. Oof.
Oh. I mean, you're not wrong, but also... Oof. So yeah, pretty simple show this week, I think. Games we played, Game Club, double feature.
Next Game Club.
Oh yeah, next Game Club. I gotta put that. I didn't do that. Whoopsie.
Yeah, which... Looking forward to this one. I'm just going to run minimal mods, just a couple map mods, because that is the primary weakness of XCOM, is that there's not a ton of maps.
Yeah.
And you start to run into the same damn shops. I
can hear the music. At one combat track. I can hear it in my head.
I was thinking you were talking about my music. I thought, shit.
No. Just talking about XCOM. I can hear that one combat track playing in my head. And then we're going to talk about the Activision...
Bit show?
Shit show.
No, we need to... Activision Blizzard. It's not just Activision.
That's true.
It's fucking Blizzard, too.
Activision Blizzard. Glad I haven't played a Blizzard game in like 3 years, too.
I do want to add to that mess.
Please do.
The Warcraft 3 Reforged devs blame company for lack of support. Just because of the last line of the Bloomberg article. Because it kind of ties in somewhat nicely.
Okay. Yeah. I called it the Activision Blizzard nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't have Audacity up. I should do that. Do you have Audacity up?
Actually, I do. But you read that last sentence of the article?
No. Let's see. The gamesindustry.biz or the Bloomberg one?
The Bloomberg. Sorry. Here, I'll just read it to you. But a year and a half later after launch, Blizzard's Warcraft 3 Reforged remains incomplete. And the company is left facing questions, including whether it will be able to recover from the brand damage caused by the missed expectation. I think Blizzard lost some community trust, said Elizabeth Harper, editorial director for the website Blizzard Watch. But they earned quite a bit of trust over the years, and it will take a lot more than one bad game to destroy it.
So this came out like right before the allegation. Well, yeah, I guess they're allegations right before the allegations. Even though let's be real here, they're totally fucking true. Mm-hmm. But for legal reasons,
this came out. I believe that the lawsuit came out Wednesday, and this came out Thursday.
This is an r/aged like milk right here.
Right.
Yeah.
So, see why I kind of want to throw this in as well? Because it's not just everything with the culture, but it's, complacency as well.
Yeah.
I do kind of miss, the old Blizzard, but let's be honest, the old Blizzard was a lie as well. The perception of Blizzard, how about that?
Yeah.
Because these companies, they're just building up goodwill until they could cash in. CD Projekt Red is a good example of that with Cyberpunk. Goodwill is a commodity to be spent later. It's not, trying to be a good company. And that's why I don't jump on board for things like the Steam Deck. Does Valve have good things going for them? Do they have bad things going for them? Yes and yes. But they don't deserve blind trust. No company deserves blind trust.
Yeah, definitely not.
Especially AAA companies.
The whole how especially you, but we both said it on the show of trust but verify. Like, how about don't trust, just verify repeatedly. Ad nauseum.
Yeah.
All right. Ready to record?
Uh, sure, if we have to.
Sweet.
Or we
Yeah.
could just give this a good play. Snow Runner.
I could drive trucks for a little bit. I still have to go to bed early, but I could drive trucks for a little bit. We could hop in the time machine and drive straight to bedtime.
Which I've pretty much finished the first two maps of Michigan, minus a couple of the big contracts.
Yeah, I've been working on the big contracts, and clearing out all of the sort of single player or the single focus tasks.
Yeah, like I have that log task now that I'm up to, plus a couple other things would be annoying to do solo. Doable, but annoying.
Yeah. I'm not sure how many of the main contract jobs I have left. I've done several though. Anything
I do have to share this one with you. This will be good bonus content. So earlier today, I was toying around with the Russia map on SnowRunner, and I was giving that six-wheeled scout truck, the Yar, a test spin, and it's fun, but it's also hot garbage at the same time. So, it has six-wheel drive, but it also, by default, without all-wheel drive on, it has essentially four-wheel drive with the four in the back, and it just powers the front axle whenever you engage all-wheel drive. Well, it's a little top-heavy, but the worst thing about it is that it glitches. Earlier today, I had it kind of sink into the mud just right where the axles got enough out of alignment that the game decided, okay, time to fix this, and it flung my truck a quarter of a mile.
Dang.
And spaghetti-fied it the entire time. I wish I had some recording software running at the time, because it was like a limo version of the Yard where it just got stretched apart. Like I said, spaghetti-fied, flying through the air, slowly tumbling, and I just see all the trees below me peeking through the fog. And I traveled a good quarter of a mile in the air before I crashed, and just, truck was completely totaled.
Right.
Just nose first. It's such an angle that, the engine wouldn't start. I did have the autonomous winch on, so the engine has to be running to be able to get it back on its wheels. Not that it had enough repair points to even repair itself, because it destroyed all six wheels, it destroyed the engine, it destroyed the suspension. It was just a complete wreck.
Well, at least
funny as hell.
Yeah. At least you had a fun time while you were doing it.
And also, cleared out some of the deep forest because on the map, because I kind of flew over it.
Right. Well, at least you got that.
And then I just, okay, maybe I shouldn't be driving the haunted Yar. I'll just go back to the Hummer.
Yeah. I posted a picture in our private chat. I was going to Drummond Island, and there's no trailer store on Drummond Island. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to bring, I'll bring the White Western Star with a trailer. I'll bring a scout vehicle, and the fuel tanker for the scout vehicle should be enough for me to do everything I need on this map. Like a couple, 250 gallons of fuel or whatever should be enough. But you can't load a scout vehicle with a trailer attached. So my solution was to load the scout vehicle on the trailer and then tow the scout fuel behind this whole mess using the winch.
Now, see, my solution would just be the Caterpillar with the fuel attachment.
Yeah, I don't think I could have put the Caterpillar on. I guess I could. I bet I could have used the really big. I'll have to experiment with that later. It's too late to do it now, because I'm already there on Drummond Island with all of my whole setup, but I'll have to try that. Get the fuel attachment on the Caterpillar and then load the Caterpillar on a trailer.
Hell, at that rate, just, go with the Caterpillar because even it won't drain that much fuel.
But the whole thing was I wanted to have a couple of trucks there to be able to complete multiple tasks without having to make multiple trips from the garage out to Drummond Island. So far so good. My plan has worked. I've built one of the bridges. I need to build, I think, 2 more. Maybe it's 3 more. But yeah, it's going good.
Yeah, I'm just double checking the map to make sure it's the one I think. Yeah, it's that one. Yeah, I don't think that's the one I've actually messed with a lot. The one I've been working with is the Inland Lake, which also has its own, quirks.
Yeah. I have nearly cleared Island Lake, both of the standalone tasks and, as far as I can tell, like the big missions that are tied to it. I actually used the truck that you find on the map, the one that's got like 8 wheels or 10 wheels or whatever it is, and like the bed in the middle with 4 cargo slots.
Yeah.
I actually used that.
Oh, that Gold Stealer one?
Yeah. It's not terrible.
I didn't care for it too much, but then again, then I go and use essentially the Russian version of it, right?
Yeah. The big problem with it is that it does not have all-wheel drive, but you've still got 8-wheel drive in the rear. So it can usually push itself around just fine. It's got diff locks. It's just got a massive turning radius.
Yeah. I still kind of like my Russian one, but you saw me, going with that one.
Yeah.
Gotta admit, it was funny. I'll just go straight up the hill instead of the road.
I wanted to give all the trucks a fair shake before I sold them or whatever. The DLC trucks are really good now that I've got all-wheel drive for them. I don't have diff locks yet, but honestly, like, I haven't needed diff locks. Just having all-wheel drive for them. They're really fuel efficient and really powerful. And one of them has got an extra wheel axle you can drop. So if you're carrying heavy loads, it can balance itself out better. It won't like sink as much in the mud. It's not a powered axle, but that's okay.
At least with that attitude, it's not.
It still seems to get the job done. Oh, this interactive map tells me what stuff is. Cool.
Yeah, I try to avoid too many spoilers on it, but right.
Yeah. I've been driving around to all of the trailers on Drummond Island so that I don't have to leave the map to get the stuff that I need. But this tells me what is there. And there's everything I need, it looks like, to finish off the bridges without having to go off the map. So that's good. I got an achievement today for finding all of the parts in Michigan, so...
Yeah. What was the one you were missing?
The one on Drummond Island.
Ah.
Like, I knew where it was, just I had crashed my scout truck trying to get to it last time. But I got it this time.
Yeah, I had one on Black River that just didn't show up. But it was also on a road. So, if you drove, all the roads, you would eventually find it.
Yeah. All right.
So
we got sidetracked. So let's
that's enough Franken content. SnowRunner, right?
Indeed. All right, ready to record?
Yeah.
Right.
After me just wanting to share a funny story, then we went down the rabbit hole.
Right. So in 3, 2, 1, record, and for the sync, 3,
2,
1, sync.
Sync. Yay.
Yay.
Move,
kitchen sink. Kitchen sink.
It's kind of funny. RimWorld maps now have the kitchen sink on them.
So you can bring everything and the kitchen sink.
No, you just whenever you land, there's a bunch of like old stuff from a previous civilization. Think Fallout only good.
Right.
And one of the things is a kitchen sink.
Makes sense. I guess.
Adds a little bit more lore to it.
Right. All right. Game face.
What can I say? I took pity on you.
Thanks. I appreciate that. So unedited, we still come in at like 2 hours.
Yeah. Just crossed the 2-hour threshold.
Yeah. That's okay. That's how you know it's good, right?
Oh. Don't worry. It'll edit down to, at least an hour and 59 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, on average, like, 10 minutes gets pulled out in just like removing like excess silences.
Mm-hmm.
So my guess is it'll be like around an hour
Yeah,
45.
but that's the best 10 minutes of the podcast.
Gonna put that as a Patreon bonus reward. Hear all of the silence that gets cut out. Sometimes with like fan background noise or something.
Hey, keep your mouth shut about my little portable fan. It gets hot in here.
It's not just you. I'm running a fan sitting here right next to me as well.
Yeah,
It's always in
fields,
Audacity.
AMD fields run hot anyway. So during the summer times, it's maybe next week I should just come in here and put like a loaf of bread on my lap to bake while I'm doing the podcast.
There you go. Two birds with one stone and all of that jazz.
Speaking of which, I do need to make bread at some point. I've been slacking because it's been hot here and haven't really wanted to, heat up the house that much.
Yeah. What is this doing? No, cancel. I downloaded the latest version of Audacity.
Yeah, I've heard the latest version kind of sucks, actually. They've added some market tracking stuff to it as well, by the way.
Yeah, I made sure to opt out of that. I prefer the way that it saves files now. Like, there's still, that proprietary Audacity project file or whatever, but it's all now saved inside of a single container instead of it being at least two separate files.
Mm-hmm.
Because there would be the Audacity file,
and then the data folder
hook, and then the data folder. Yeah, now it's all just one. It makes it easier to keep things organized.
Yeah, I do like the fact that they have a built-in backup because I have the newer version on the laptop, but I'll just do 2 saves anyway, so yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. What's this? Shim file. Shim. And a wall. I don't know what those are. All right, I'll do all that stuff later. All my editing tomorrow. Let that upload. All right, got that saved.
Yeah, I got my initial save done.
I have to download XCOM at work tomorrow.
That's a dangerous thing. Does XCOM have cloud save?
It does.
I'm not sure if the laptop can run it, though, but I could always do remote play.
You could indeed.
Introduce Adita to the commander.
Commander. All right. I am going to go to bed. I don't want to. I want to stay up and drive trucks around and do mudding, but I'm going to... Well, first I'm going to put Craig to bed. Good night, Craig. Hello, Craig.
Untangle some wires because, right?
Right.
I got a rather fancy Bluetooth mouse, so I brought my backup back in here. It's all rainbow and glowy.
Yeah.
It also lets me know that I left the mouse on because it's a rechargeable.
Yeah, same. I did ultimately repair my mouse all those many months ago.
Mm-hmm.
But then I broke the scroll wheel. I don't know how I did that, honestly, but one day it just stopped working. So either it broke or something that I did broke it. And honestly, it's probably me who broke it. And so I got like just a relatively inexpensive mouse, wireless rechargeable mouse. There's like a stopgap, but I was gonna get like another nicer gaming mouse. But this one has been really awesome. It doesn't have like it doesn't have any of the fancy stuff like my Logitech mouse. Like I can't program different profiles and stuff for it, but it's got 3 built-in profiles that you can just click a button and change things like, the what is it? The cursor, the DPI on it, make it faster, slower.
Yeah.
It's got 4 programmable buttons. And then it's got LEDs. Or I guess RGB. I mean, if you turn it on, it's just red. It just lights up red. But if you turn it to light, then it cycles through just like a predetermined color.
Mine, you turn it on and it's RGB rainbow right from the start.
Yeah.
So, I got that going for me, which is nice.
Yeah. See, if I flip it on, it cycles through just a bunch of rainbow colors: red, green, purple, blue, pink.
Yeah, mine's just well, 2-button with a scroll wheel and a DPI selector. Nothing too fancy, but the idea was, mostly for podcast setting up and, uh, setting up for the show.
Oh my god. I
What?
just discovered there's like a little icon with a wolf on it, like whatever brand this is. Firewolf.
Uh-huh.
And whenever you tap, it's in light mode and you tap the wolf, it changes the light colors. Holy shit. I didn't know that. I've had this mouse for like 6 months. No clue.
Whoops. Yeah.
I just don't ever use it in that mode. I'm not a big RGB guy.
Well, I just leave it on the rainbow effect because, it lets me know that the, mouse is on, so I don't have to worry about, leaving it on and draining the battery. I went with a rechargeable one because I figured by the time I wear out that battery, since mice tend to have pretty good battery life anyway, the mouse is probably going to be worn all to hell anyway.
Yeah, I'm honestly thinking that's where they skimped out on this mouse, was giving it a good battery, because the build quality is decent. It's got a decent weight to it. Like I said, some programmable buttons and stuff. I'm like, how did they make this thing only cost like $18? It's probably got a shitty battery in it.
Yeah,
that will wear out quickly. But
mine was only 15.
Oh, nice.
But I have 2 fewer buttons, but I do have Advantage. I'm not sure if yours does the same thing. It has the wireless 2.4 gigahertz receiver, but it also has 2 Bluetooth modes. So I just leave the receiver in the bottom.
Yeah. Mine does as well, but I don't have Bluetooth for my desktop.
Yeah, see, remember I have the little dongle Bluetooth 5.0 that I put in one of my hubs. So
Yeah.
it's just, if I need this mouse for that, I could just switch it to the other mode and, connect.
Yeah. Well, I kind of do the same thing whenever I need to use a mouse with my laptop. I'll just switch this over to Bluetooth mode and connect it to my laptop via Bluetooth.
Yeah, but also remember, I use Bluetooth for my controller anyway.
Yeah.
Which need to recharge anyway, so go ahead and set that up.
Yeah, because I've got the very first generation of the Xbox One controller, it doesn't have Bluetooth, so I've got one of the Xbox PC like USB receivers.
Mm-hmm.
And even though I don't have Bluetooth, that will connect to the newer controllers that I have, which do have Bluetooth. Oh shit, I wonder if I could use that as like a Bluetooth dongle. I've had this thing for like 3 years. I've never thought about doing that. Maybe I can. I'll have to look into that later.
What, the mouse?
No, the Xbox dongle thingy. Because but it might use some Microsoft proprietary thing to
Probably.
connect.
Or 2.4 gigahertz wireless.
Yeah.
Because that tends to be a decent Bluetooth receiver is like $15.
Yeah, no, they're so cheap. I just have never bought one.
Yeah, I'm just looking on here now. It doesn't look like it's actually Bluetooth. It looks like it's its own proprietary thing. Yeah, it looks like it's definitely not Bluetooth.
Well, hey, they made a new slim one. My Xbox wireless adapter is like this big fat thing. They made a new slim one, though.
No comment.
Oh, shit. You can connect 8 controllers to this thing at once.
Yeah.
What game could you play with 8 control? None.
Sports? The sports
maybe.
ball?
Are there any Xbox One games that support 8 players? Oh, damn. There are quite a few games, actually. Several of them support different versions of the sports ball. But,
Called it.
the Jackbox Party games.
Should have thought of that one.
Something called Voice Commander. I don't know what that is. Gunscape, Cluster Puck, Monopoly. WWE 2K6 games. Or 2K games, sorry. Riptide GP2. Okay. Screen Sheet, Laser League, Super Bomberman, Worms,
Ooh, Screen
WMD.
Sheet. That's a game that is wholly underrated, mostly because, well, at least on PC, it was local player only. And all right,
Yeah,
have you ever heard of it?
I have heard of Screen Sheet.
Okay, I know. Co-optional did a couple streams on it.
All right, I
Damn, I
stand
missed that
corrected.
podcast.
Me too. But I stand corrected. There are a decent number of games that support 6 to 8 players locally.
Ooh, here's something interesting. I was heading back over to Reddit, and that Steam Deck OS is going to be replacing what Big Picture is. That'll be the new UI for it.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, that's interesting.
So some Googling reveals that I can indeed use this wireless adapter thingy as a Bluetooth receiver if it is the correct model. And you just go in and you change some settings.
A little bit of hackery.
A little bit of hackery, and then it will work as just also a standard Bluetooth dongle. But I'm not gonna.
Or
do
you
right
don't, or you don't risk breaking it and just spending $15, right?
Yeah. What's your sense of adventure, though?
It comes in to not making a $50 controller useless by not having the proper dongle for it anymore.
It would still work, just only on the Xbox.
Well, I don't have a Xbox, so
I do. I just take one of the newer controllers from in there that does have Bluetooth. Swap them out. Anyways, all right. Craig, you have gotten a decent amount of Franken content now. Let's go do a show.
If we must. Or we could just do SnowRunner.
All right, sounds good.
Don't tempt you, right?
Well, I'm closing all the stuff. Here comes SnowRunner.
Woo!
Woo!
Oh, hang on. I gotta recharge my controller anyway. I guess we'll just have to do the show.
All right, you got Audacity up?
I mean, 65% of my battery is definitely not enough for us for a night of SnowRunner.
My battery is at 100%. I recharged it and haven't used my controller. That's a lie. It's not 100%. I played Earth Defense Force earlier with my kid. It's close to 100%. It's fine. I can plug it in while we play if I need to.
Well, I guess I could always go to backup. Nah, let's just do the show.
All right. You got Audacity up?
Yep.
All right.